back to Ash Footy TV. This is a preview for round 17 on Ash Footy TV. Let's go to game 9. It's the last game of the round. It is West Coast Eagles versus Sydney Swans playing at Domain Stadium on Sunday afternoon. It is the second position team versus the fourth position team on the table. These two teams, they need to win to have a top 4, top 2 finish for the season. I think at this early stage, I think the West Coast Eagles should get the job done against the Sydney Swans. If they do, and the Fremantle Dockers lose against the Tigers, then you will see West Coast Eagles on top of the ladder after round 17, and that could well be all she wrote. West Coast Eagles, I think will finish on top of the table, alongside Hawthorn in second. So that's a bit of an insight of what I think will end up at the end of this year. West Coast Eagles last week against the Magpies were very impressive. Their Weagle Webb destroyed the Collingwood midfield again. Collingwood tried to go down the side of the web, but the West Coast Eagles didn't have a bar of it, and they caught them out red-handed, and the Eagles just when they turned it over big time, and they got the goals happening. Clokey early on in that game came up with a calf injury, which damaged the forward line for the Magpies, and it could well be curtains for the Magpies for this year. But hopefully they have fight and win some more games. On the other hand, Sydney Swans very disappointing against the Hawks last week. Got their pants pulled down and got smashed against the Hawks. The Hawks were very impressive. They were back to their premiership from last year against the Swans, and they could well be on their way for a three-peat. But Sydney need to have a lot of character in this game to get over the Eagles, and I don't think they will get it done here. And I think the West Coast Eagles should beat the Sydney Swans by probably around about 4 to 5 goals. But anything can happen on the last game of the round. So West Coast Eagles for me against the Sydney Swans.